Yes friends, we are at Galaxy Tutorials and I am Professor Kumar. We are continuing with our chapter Life Processes. Till our last lecture, we had completed structure of TS of leaf and stomata, and we have to draw both in the exam. I had taught you how to draw, labelings, etc. How to draw it in simple form. I hope you have practiced these diagrams. I had also, while concluding, told you that chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis. Activity can be asked in some form. So I had explained that to you. Remember variegated leaf, money plant leaves. So now I will do activity number 2. Okay, that CO2 is necessary for photosynthesis. It is a factor of photosynthesis. What does the activity look like? So we are trying to see that CO2 is necessary, essential for photosynthesis. So if there is no CO2, there is no photosynthesis possible. How do we see this? First, we take two plants. So this is my plant A and potted plant B. Small plant I will take, okay, young plant, because it has to fit, and I will have bell jar over on top of it. Bell jar is a transparent, as you can see in my diagram, vessel, okay, with a handle at the top to lift. So I will be able to place it on top of it. Now this is a potted plant. Okay. And we will be just drawing few leaves. We will not waste time drawing too many leaves. Okay, they are similar plants. We can do it in the same plant also by putting one of the leaves in a jar of the plant. Same experiment can be done on single plant also, but this is easier to do. And the book says to take 2 potted plants. Now in plant 1 is normal. I have just put the bell jar, so there is air inside, and air contains carbon dioxide, and it is transparent glass bell jar, so sunlight is coming. So I will show sunlight or source of light, a bulb, whatever you need, you will have to keep for both. This is required for both. This is control, normal. You will say that, but the air is trapped inside. We are not doing a lifelong experiment. This is just for one day. Okay, and remember, more CO2, better for photosynthesis. And same conditions we are trying to replicate in both. In the second one, your book says, according to your book, okay, you take a saucer, you take a plate, and put put a bicarbonate solution in it. Now bicarbonate solution has to form. So we take hydroxide, because hydroxide will react with carbon dioxide to form potassium carbonate, okay, and carbon dioxide will be absorbed, taken out. So I have kept a plate of KOH. Now non solution also, because named after the scientist, or potassium hydroxide, potassium caustic, various names are used. And just for your information, we could also hang a tube with KOH like this. If we have no place, a bell jar can't expand, but the book shows it like that. I am also showing you like that. You cannot get a 15-inch bell jar easily in a laboratory, but you can hang a test tube. Now I will remove the test tube. We will assume that the plate is inside. Both answers will come same. So don't need to worry. Some books show test tube, some books show, textbook shows plate. Now this is on the ground, so these are sealed. In this case, CO2 will be absorbed by potassium hydroxide. In this case, there is nothing which will take away carbon dioxide. After the end of the day, I will take a leaf from this, and I will take a leaf from this. I'll pluck a leaf. Okay, I will put it in boiling alcohol separately. Okay, to fix the leaf and make the leaf a little lighter, and then we'll put it in iodine solution. You will see the leaf from plant A turns blue, and here it will not remain, it will become whitish green because of the alcohol. Slight blue may be there because there are some reserve food, but it will not be dark blue like this. But we do not write, we write not blue. It will depend which plant leaf you took, how green it was. So this is showing. Why does this turn blue? Because iodine reacts with starch. Iodine plus starch gives you blue solution. So there is starch in this, there is no starch in this. This starch has come from photosynthesis. Here there has been no photosynthesis possible. Here carbon dioxide was present, here carbon dioxide was absent. So this is how we show that carbon dioxide is essential for photosynthesis. So experiment activities, conclusions, and we should be able to write something on the exam. Okay, so you must practice the activity. Whole activity may not be asked, no problems, but implication, paragraph-based reading, fill in the blanks, many things can come. One should study science as a coherent subject. You can't study it in pieces. Then we have dealt with autotrophic nutrition, or in simple form photosynthesis. We are going for the next form of nutrition, heterotrophic nutrition. This is where we begin our today's lecture. So life processes, heterotrophic nutrition. Okay, that pending I have cleared. Heterotrophic, hetero is mixed, trophic feeding level, nutrition, food. So these organisms are in a mixed level. They do never make their own food. Either they eat green plants or their food, like for example a deer, okay, eats grass, cow eats grass, plants, etc. You call them herbivores. So they are primary consumers first, herbivores, and then we have animals which eat other animals. There's a lion, there's a tiger, okay, and then we call them secondary. And of course there are tertiary, we eat everything. There are some which eat everything, omnivore. We don't go in that much details. We are looking at heterotrophic, those which are not autotrophic. So we know first that they do not prepare their own food. Prepare does not mean go to kitchen. We mean synthesize, start making from raw materials, inorganic materials. Okay, so that is how we are saying they do not prepare their food. They do not synthesize their food, okay, from raw material. They depend on autotrophs. Primarily. All are not eating grass or plants, they may eat other animals, but basically you have to start with animals who will eat plants. Okay? There may be decomposers which live on dead decaying matter, but they do not do photosynthesis. They do not perform photosynthesis. Their bodies are modified. You have seen the fangs of a lion, tiger, claws, the muscle power, okay, how they tear the body of an animal. Their bodies are developed. Now take a simple thing like a tapeworm. What is so? It is great. It has hooks, it has collax, it can remove food from your intestine wall by suckers. Okay, you go on eating, it will go on feeding itself. You see, so they are all modified because they cannot perform photosynthesis. Hence we have various types of animals, so many species of animals, just like plants. but animals don't look same. Okay, they have well developed enzyme system. Their digestive systems are well developed. Okay, they can digest. Imagine, okay, a snake swallows. Okay, tiger is eating meat. Okay, some hair, some fur goes in. Snake is swallowing, eyes are gone in, horn is gone in. Python, see, they can digest. Of course, what they don't like, they will throw out by excretion. But the body is capable of separating what they require and what they do not require. So this is very well developed, and then they can kill. Some are parasites. They live on other organisms. Okay. Now you know parasite example, tapeworm is there, roundworm is there. So they are living on other organisms for their food. So they have got a well developed diet. If they don't have digestive system, food can never enter their body. So they have to break it down, assimilate, use this as a raw material because they cannot prepare their own food. So this is, remember, first, cannot synthesize. Second, they have to depend on plants. Third, no photosynthesis. Fourth, digestion, extremely good. Enzymes, everything is there. They can break down complex food. Okay, so as you can digest starch, cellulose, animals are, you can see, eating bark of a tree. So various enzymes are very, very well developed. You are eating an apple, it gets completely digested in our body. Okay, so this is heterotrophic nutrition. Then the book goes to say, how do unicellular organisms find their food? How do they get their food? So we have to see nutrition in unicellular organism. Okay, we are basically seeing organisms, but first we are seeing unicellular. We are going step by step. So in unicellular organism, the example given in our book is amoeba. How does amoeba take in food? Single cell, no mouth, no teeth. Where is the stomach? Where is the intestine? Nothing can be seen, not present. Let us see nutrition first in unicellular. Then we will move to an organism like man, multicellular with systems. In amoeba, first it is ingestion, taking in of the food. How does the amoeba take in food? Okay, amoeba is there. Amoeba, you know, has no shape. It has got pseudopodia. These are false feet, pseudo-false, podous feet. These it can throw out like water flowing, and it develops pseudopodia. It will go and throw pseudopodia near some unicellular smaller organism like a diatom, a plankton. Then it will encircle with its pseudopodia the organism. Okay, so first it throws out pseudopodia. Second, it encircles it with pseudopodia. Third, this pseudopodia will join and it will absorb in the body. So this organism has come in like a vacuole inside. So this has entered, this is food vacuole. So it has entered the body, and then there will be digestion, which I cannot show you because we can't show you breaking down in molecular form. Digestion will occur. It will absorb what is required, and what it cannot digest, for example some shell or something is there, it will throw it out again with an excretory vacuole, and it will throw it out as an excretory vacuole. How we are excreting, it is also throwing out what is not required. So this has come in, this has gone out. That is what amoeba looks like. First, find source of food. Planktons plenty in nice fresh water and marine water. It throws pseudopodia. It takes in the organism inside the body because pseudopodia join. This is like water. When water flows and joins, become one piece. So solution and then gel-like form. Get into the body. Enter the cytoplasmic vacuole. Then it will digest with the chemicals in it. Okay, and then it will throw out whatever is left over or what cannot be digested. Diagram is expected to be labeled or drawn in the board exam. Figure number 6.5. Figure number 6.5 on page. I have page number 98 of your textbook. Please practice. Check out all the labelings. You don't have to color, and just because this is how they have just shaded, you can put in few dots to show that there are other particles or enzymes and others. So you dot it so it doesn't look empty. And simple diagram will do. Okay? Please practice that figure. 6.5 on page 98. May come for labeling, may come to identify the diagram, write on the diagram, or draw the diagram. So this is how, in a unicellular example, amoeba nutrition takes place. We will go further. Now we will see in other organisms. How does it happen in higher organisms like man? So first we must see that higher animals, higher organisms like man, they may have a digestive system in which there are many organs arranged in a sequence. They may have other organs which help these organs. Okay, and this forms a digestive system. You know that your mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, food enters through your mouth, it leaves through the large intestine opening anus, okay, of the rectum, and you know that this is your digestive system. You call it alimentary canal. But there is a liver which is helping it, which is not in the alimentary canal. There is a pancreas outside, there is a spleen, other organs are also attached to it. So this is a system. Okay, you and your neighbors are living in a system. You call that your society. Like that we have a digestive system. We are expected to know in this digestive system diagram. We may have to draw a simplified diagram of a digestive system. We must know the labelings. Label some parts. 1 mark, what is X? Okay, we must know parts and functions. What is the function of this organ or this part which is labeled X? We must know parts and their functions. These are the basic things we require in higher organisms, nutrition or digestion. Okay, so we are looking at diagram 6.6. Figure 6.6 on page 99. This is the diagram I am talking of your textbook. Okay, we will see how to draw simply, how to label, and then we will go for parts and functions. So we will be completing the subunit of digestive system. Okay, let's start. Okay, so diagram, labels, parts and functions of figure 6.6 on page number 99 of your textbook. Let's see. So how do we start? We can start, basically we begin with the mouth. So we don't have to draw a face, etc. But if you require, I'll keep it for you. We'll keep your mouth open. Normally we are telling you to shut your mouth, this time keep your mouth open. Okay, and you see that your food pipe will have this opening. Please remember your nasal passage also opens in this passage, because you know at night most of the time you are breathing through your mouth also. Okay? So this is your, so here we have some teeth, we have a tongue, we have salivary glands, okay, which you don't need much details. You don't have to draw that. Here you can start with a passage. And this is called food pipe or esophagus, and when it comes down, then it bifurcates. We will bifurcate it here. So here I will put it in front because I need to explain, and this will be my windpipe separated now. I purposefully kept a large gap so that I can label. Okay. Now this will have a cover so that I can close my windpipe when my food is passing down. So food should not enter the lungs. You know, sometimes food goes and then you start coughing, you can't breathe, how desperate you feel. Okay, so this is why we have this. So when this esophagus goes down, it goes to a J-shaped structure called stomach, a bag, a storage organ. Then this takes a turn. And then this has a lot of coils, which we are unable to draw so many coils, so we will keep few coils. Okay? We will not keep many coils. You can't draw 20 and waste time. Then this will be followed by large intestine, which will have a small worm-like appendix. Okay? And the large intestine will go cross below your stomach and come down. Simple to draw, nothing difficult. Don't go by the color. Then it will end in a elongated portion, and then you will have an opening called anus. This is how we draw the basic alimentary canal. So simple. Okay? Don't leave any opening. Food will leak out in your body. Okay? Then here I have a leaf-like pancreas in the first port. Here I have a gun like James Bond. Okay? And attached to it are round sac. These are joined to, okay? My intestine. We don't have to draw anything more in the diagram. And now I will label my diagram. Okay, starting my labeling. Esophagus, stomach, okay, then duodenum, small intestine, pancreas, okay, then we have jejunum, then we have ileum, three parts of the small intestine. Remember, these three are small intestine. We don't need, because I have to explain, I am putting all the explanation. Otherwise, simple labeling of a diagram will help you. Then, this is your large intestine. I can label here, I can label here. Large intestine. This is rectum and this is anus. Digestive system of man. This portion is your pharynx. This is windpipe. We need not label because we are not doing windpipe. That is epiglottis. We will be doing in respiration, which is blocking. Okay, we don't have to now give attention. But since you are having a look at it, I will just label it epiglottis, the lid or the cover which closes the windpipe. Okay, and this is your windpipe, which we do not label in digestive system. Okay, we don't have to label the nasal passage because normally we are not feeding through the nose, and we can't label tongue and all because they are in front of the alimentary canal. This is mouth. Of course, you begin at the mouth, so we know that mouth is the first opening of the alimentary canal. So you can have a look here that alimentary canal begins with the mouth, which opens in the pharynx, which opens in the esophagus, food pipe, which opens in the stomach, which opens into small intestine, which opens into large intestine, which opens outside by anus, is your alimentary canal. So in case you ask which of the organs, multiple choice question, these are only the organs which belong to the passage which begins in the mouth and ends in the anus. It has associated glands, helpers, friends. How do you have associates who help you in the exam? They help you with the answers. These are, in our diagram, liver, then, of course, the liver has, we write there only gallbladder, because liver stores the secretion in gallbladder. Gallbladder is not making anything. It is keeping all the things made by the liver, the bile inside. Then we have pancreas. We have not written, your book does not say, but then we also have salivary glands outside. All these are associated. So you have one tube and you have others attached to the tubes. This is the digestive system of man. Okay, now we will look at the functions. We will look at the functions, what they do. Okay, and what happens. Okay, let's begin. Mouth, we have physical digestion, that is chewing of food. We have chemical digestion, we are supposed to have. We have saliva, and saliva contains ptyalin. Ptyalin, we will see later also. Ptyalin, P is silent, we don't pronounce the P. And this will digest the starch. When we eat, we can feel that this is a sweet biscuit, this is chocolate. The taste comes because saliva locally digests a bit, but when we eat a chocolate like pulse or toxic chocolate, suddenly the taste changes because inside is different packing of food and outside is different packing of food. Now, we do not chew. We are swallowing the food, we are more interested in looking at the mobile phone while we are eating, we are looking at the television, we are in a hurry, we want to gulp, go back to the PC, okay, we want to chat. We do not waste, which we are supposed to spend time, we call it waste of time. We are supposed to chew the food, so that saliva mixes thoroughly with the food, which unfortunately we do not do. So we have got gastric problems, we get gas, we have pain in the stomach, we have hunger at different times, we are not happy with the food. There is chemical digestion. So when you see the cow, see, after eating, how does it sit down below the tree in the shade, removes all the food in front, regurgitates, chews the food, makes it foamy, absorbs it all over again. Bark of a tree, hard leaf, cactus-like plant is digested by them. You see? So there is chemical digestion in the mouth, but we do not do, which is wrong on our part. Then we come to the pharynx, no enzymes, does not do any digestion. Passage, esophagus, passage, no digestion, but it secretes mucus. Mucus is that grease-like substance which comes out when you have cold and you spit it out, which is blocking your passage. Now this is lining so that food can slip. It should not damage the cells and the lining and the pipe. Okay, maybe a bread, you have made a toast out of it. You are eating a hard crust pizza. So it might, you have some supari in a pan. We need mucus so that the wall is not damaged. No enzymes. Then we come to stomach. Stomach, very muscular organ. It has got gastric glands. It has got gastric glands. They secrete gastric juice. Okay, so there are gastric glands which make gastric juice in the wall, inner wall of the stomach. Gastric juice has HCl. Dilute HCl is made hydrochloric acid by the walls of the stomach, which will help the food first to become soft, dissolve completely, and inorganic part you're eating salt or some crystals are there. It will help to, cheese is there, it will help to loosen it a bit. It will kill all the bacteria. It will provide acidic medium for the enzyme to work in the stomach. Enzyme present in the stomach change. When you were small, you were living only on milk. So main enzyme working was renin. And renin, you first start with mother's milk, then you are fed other milk, then little solid form. And you see that you were tied a bib on your neck and white curd-like things come out when you were 2 months old, 3 months old. That is that action of renin, and what is extra is you're trying to absorb down. You're just born, your body is not learned, little food comes on the reverse also. So renin stops once you start eating solid food. So after normally 2 years or 3 years, nobody is eating, drinking only milk. So your renin goes, and now we will have pepsin drinking water. Okay, so we switch. Now you can't have a 3-month child and feed him chicken, pizza, he will die. Okay, so because our systems change, we are mammals. Our main at birth diet is from mammary glands. Then food is churned. It can work like a mixer. It is digested. It is made into a semi-liquid. When you vomit, you see that is the nature of food in the stomach. It will pass to the small intestine. So if I will do Sirsasana, if I put my head down and I put my legs on top, so food will come out through my mouth? It won't come out. If I lie down, will the food come upwards? No. Because at the beginning and at the end, there are circular muscles which we call sphincters. Sphincters open and close like this. Okay, so food is first locked in, then when this will open, so first you will eat and then food will pass down, sphincter will close, food won't come back up again unless of course you have a disease, some reflex, vomit like thing, you ate something which is wrong, body has to empty itself. Normal people, it will never come. Okay, you have eaten too much, you have eaten at wrong time, you have acidity. Only when you have problems, food will travel in the reverse direction. Food is not supposed to travel in the reverse direction. So sphincter opens, food goes in the duodenum, pancreatic juice and bile from the liver comes, is mixed. This is alkaline, will stop HCl, now it becomes alkaline like soap. This will also make the food softer, slippery, kill the bacteria, and now it will be digested completely in the small intestine, which is very long, meters, coiled, fitted in your body. It will become slow, and now all the enzymes for carbohydrate, fats, proteins, you eat DNA. Okay, every cell contains DNA. You're eating an apple, you're eating a chicken. Every cell contains DNA. So it will digest make them into small nutrient molecules, will be absorbed by the lower portion of the small intestine. Body will pick it up. What is not needed, what cannot be digested, will go further in large intestine. All water will be removed. Anything still useful, we will check. Food is stored, when waste, and then we excrete it through the anus. This is how nutrition occurs in higher organism, example man. Okay, so I have shown you the process and you are looking at the diagram. Remember labeling, once again we see pharynx, no digestion. Mouth, there is physical, chewing, chemical. We have saliva, which contains ptyalin. Okay. Then esophagus, only mucus is produced. Then we have stomach, gastric glands, gastric juice will digest food, make it into semi-solid. Then bile and pancreatic juice will be added. Food will be completely digested. All the sugar, all the fats and proteins and picked up by the body. And then we'll go to the large intestine where water and everything else remaining absorbed. And then waste is thrown out. So this is how digestion occurs in man. This is what we need to know from your book, page number 100. Okay. Now whatever is water is absorbed, sugar in the form of glucose is absorbed and then used by the body for further activities. Okay.